Ladies and gentlemen, welcome guys. Welcome once again to Honorable Good Luck. I know a lot of you have actually missed me and you've been wondering where exactly is this guy I'm here. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about something very serious, something very tragic, something very amazing, and something very thoughtful. Let's think about it. Let's talk about a particular girl called Bamise. Bamise. Their full name is Oluwabamise Ayanwole. Was born into the family of 10 and she happens to be the last child. Bamise was born to the family of Ayanwole. Their father, who happens to be Mr. Joseph, and her mother, Comfort Ayanwole. Oluwabamise Ayanwole was a promising child, a dedicated child, an hardworking and zealous girl.
Justice is all we ask for. Is what we ask for.
So on that particular day, Bamise was heading from work to her sister's place. So she boarded the bus along Aja axis. I think that's Chevron axis. I'm not really sure. But I'm sure it's that Aja axis. She was heading straight to Oshodi. So she boarded the BRT bus. Luckily for Bamise, she sat at the back seat of the BRT bus, which happens to be the last seat. And Bamise found something suspicious. Instead of the driver to pick up passengers from the road, instead of the driver to pick up passengers from the terminal, he did not pick anybody. He did not stop at the terminal. He was just driving. And what happened? The lights were off. So Bamise felt, she realized something is going on. So what did she do? Bamise, she sent her friend a voice note explaining the situation of things to her friend. That's number one. Number two, she did a video recording of the BRT number she sent to her friend.
Èèyàn pátápátá ni màmá jókòó sí ẹ̀yìn ni mo wà èmi wà lẹ́yìn orí driver yẹn ló ń wú lọ́gbọ́n mo ti rí orúkọ bóyá nọ́mbà BRT yẹn nílé mi ìlú ṣáà máa fàdúrà ẹ̀sìn wọlé ọkọ mi ò balẹ̀ má sọ fẹ́ níbodì tó ní mo mọ̀ sí ìlú masáré lọ fún nọ́mbà tí wọ́n máa fi ṣe mí ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ tí kòkó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣé ààrẹ.
She was observant of what was happening in her environment, but I think at that point her hands were tied because she couldn't do anything. But she did what she could do by informing people, and she said, "Please pray for me. I don't know what's happening."
Ìyá ṣe ló pé mo lè pọ̀ nípa ti rí pé kò jẹ́ bó ṣe dẹ́kun pé a ti bá ti gbé ìwòrò ìṣòkè àbí pẹ̀lọ́ọ̀kì tó máa bọ́lẹ̀ lẹ̀.
Okay now, ti gbọ́ ọlọ́run aṣọ ẹ̀ délé. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ náà? Ó pìkọ́ ò dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ náà ẹ́ Afa náà kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ náà ẹ́.
Yes ma, mo ti gbọ́ ma. Àwọn mẹ́ta.
Bí a ti máa ń lọ sóṣòdì bó sọ pé ò lọ́mọ náà kó drop ẹ̀ sọ fún pé ò lọ́mọ kókó park.
But at the end of the day, she never knew that was the last bus she would enter in her entire life. That was the last journey she would have on. She never knew that was what is going to lead to her death. Well, when her family members didn't hear from her, they started reaching out to her friends if she was in their house or in their place. And they also said, no, she's not here, she has not been here. But one of her friends said, oh, she told me she was the BRT bus and this and that, and then they started tracing the bus. But this later realized Bamise's lifeless body on the bridge, at a bridge. Bamise's lifeless body was not just found there. It was dumped there by the BRT bus driver. As you can see. Okay, follow me as we reveal boss of Bamise.
mọ́tò rèé o, mọ́tò tí Bamise wọ̀ lélẹ́yìí o, mọ́tò tí Bamise wọ̀ nìyí o, mọ́tò yìí ni o, wọ́n ti pàkẹ́ sínú ọgbà, wọ́n náà rí dráìvà mọ́ o, mọ́tò tí Bamise wọ̀ lélẹ́yìí o, tó wà látàjà tó lóun ń bọ̀ ní lóṣòdì o, mọ́tò délé ọmọ ò délé o, mọ́tò lásídẹ́ǹtì àrọ́mọmọ́ o, mọ́tò sọnù o, dráìvà náà rí mọ́tò yẹn rèé o, mọ́tò tí Bamise wọ̀ lélẹ́yìí o, àwọn máa ń Bamise jáde o.
Show me the weapon. As I was saying, sir, I can't be myself anymore. Fears have come in me. So whatever the man on guns sit down there, whatever he tell me, it's what I do. When I follow that Qatar bridge, after that overhead bridge, they order me to stop there. And when they order me to stop, so I should open the door. When I open the door, then they now track. When they come down, they now start dragging her down. When I saw she was crying for help, actually I'm helpless. So I was just thinking that she's inside the vehicle, holding the iron. So I move on.
So you left her there?
That's just the truth, sir.
You left her there?
I left her at that scene. I never knew that they dragged her down already.
What is the connection between you and those three guys that you picked up?
I have no connection with, it's just a person. I have no connection with any one of them.
Thank you very much. Thank you. But lastly,
since his arrest, he had given different accounts of what transpired before the deceased was thrown out of the bus. For example, he claimed he was held at gunpoint by some unknown men, and in another instance, he allegedly confessed to having slain the young lady.
He said that they attack him with gun or whatever. You drove down, you went home with your family. Why didn't he, when he got to their terminal or whatever, why didn't he tell them there? He didn't report to the police station. He resumed back work on Monday. Please, if this is an attack, according to what he said, why will he be able to sleep and resume back to work on Monday?
On that fateful night, she told her friends she was heading to my house and that she would wait behind to welcome my baby, and she got some stuff she was bringing to my house. At Chevron bus stop, she saw the BRT and boarded it. I don't think anybody will ever doubt or have a second thought when boarding a government vehicle. But while she was there, she noticed foul play. Firstly, the guy did not put on the lights. Also, he refused to pick other passengers. Meanwhile, from the voice notes, she said the guy just said, "I won't pick other people because you are a fine girl." Anybody can tell you are a fine girl. After she noticed something was wrong, she started chatting with her colleague, saying that she's not comfortable. Then the lady asked her to drop at the next bus stop. She said, "Okay, but I'm sitting at the back. This is the head of the driver you are seeing. Something looks like the number of the BRT." She was able to capture all of that. They kept on exchanging voice notes, a short video. She snapped as well. She said she was scared. While she was saying she was the only person in the bus, After a while, she said, oh, thank God, 3 other persons have entered. So she felt comfortable at that point. I believe those 3 other persons that entered were the one working with that driver. Of course, naturally, somebody should feel safe in a BRT bus. But it got to a time, she was not responding to the voice notes. 2 voice notes delivered on her set. The 3rd one did not deliver. Those last 2 voice notes, she did not read them. The 3rd one did not even deliver. The lady had called before the 3rd one. They did not pick the call at first. At second, they picked the call. Then the lady heard struggling voice of a male person. That was the last we heard from our sister.
As we can see, it was the BRT bus driver that killed her. Why? Because he wanted to rape her. And according to investigation, because he wasn't able to rape her, he kept hitting her on her head multiple times, pushed her off the bus. But it's actually a case of murder. But I want to ask a particular question. But was justice served for Bamise? Was justice served for Bamise? Do you think what happened to Bamise should be served? Do you think the punishment, death by hanging, death punishment for someone like that? Well, you can share your opinion in the comment section. But this is another reminder to us that we should learn to be our brother's keeper. We should be security conscious. Even the Bible says love your neighbor as thyself. But there's something I actually want to talk about. We all talk about girls being raped by guys. But do we know there are some guys who are also being raped by girls? How do you think society would react to that? Okay, I should come out and tell you, I was raped by a particular girl. How do you think society will look at me? Well, I'm not going to discuss that but that's in my next video. Not really my next video, but I'm definitely going to talk about that. Stay tuned to support honorable people. Anticipate my next video. Thank you very much.